of people participating.
Good morning, everyone present here. We are here to celebrate the International Women's Day. Prayer. Prayer is the medium of inviting the divine presence in our deed. So, on the occasion of Women's Day, let's feel the presence of Goddess Saraswati through a prayer which will be presented by Anjali Khametkar.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा.
Thank you, Anjali. With this devotional touch, on behalf of our whole organizing team, I, Kritika Samal, would like to welcome you all to this event. A hearty welcome to everyone. Now, I would like to give my warm welcome to our honorable guests. With pride and joy, I would like to welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Bhattu Satyanarayana, and Registrar, Professor Basavaraj Sir. Due to some reasons, they couldn't join us. Now, I would like to welcome our respected Dean for School of Engineering, Dr. Videsh G. A delightful welcome to you, sir. I would also like to welcome our beloved faculty members for joining this event and giving us your precious time. Over to you, Deepika.
Thank you, Kritika. Now, this day celebrates the power of women, their rights and roles in our life and society. Let us all honor the power of women, but also highlight the suffrage, pain, and anguish that they have successfully battled over the years. Indeed, no struggle can ever succeed without women participating side by side with a man. If somebody is a real architect of our society, then it is a woman. Women are the most beautiful creation of our society. Therefore, International Women's Day was first celebrated on 28th February 1909 in New York. However, later in 1910, International Women's Conference suggested that 8th of March as an International Women's Day. So, each year, people from various countries celebrate 8th of March as International Women's Day with lots of love and honor for womanhood. Now, I would like to request our Dean of School for Engineering to motivate us with your words, sir. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning to all of you. A very good morning, in fact. And congratulations to all those who have organized this function in a short span of time. And actually, we wanted to have this at the Central University level, but because of unavoidable circumstances, we could not able to do that one. But next year, we definitely will be in touch with the CUK administration, and we will have a grand function. So since it is the beginning of this is the first year you are celebrating like this at the School of Engineering level. So I wish all the girls a happy Women's Day. So without taking much of your time, anyway, so you are waiting for the speech of the chief guest. So I wish you all the best, and in future definitely we will have more such functions. Okay, so over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. A ray of light is a ray of hope. Let's all leave the darkness behind and step towards the bright path. With that being said, I would like to start our first segment, that is the role of women before independence. Here comes a video for their tribute. Now, I would request our moderator to present the video.
It has beautifully explained the contribution of women in earlier stages in freedom. Now, here have a poem which is based on the contribution of women, how they have lived in their society, and how she was sacrificed her happiness and many more things for her loved one. And I like to call Satyam to present his poem. Over to you, Satyam.
Thank you, Deepka. Honorable deans and respected teachers, and my dear friend, as we know that all of them here gathered to celebrate International Women's Day. On this day, I told you a poem in Hindi. Now let's begin. ऐ मेरे देश की नारी तू क्यों है इतनी बेचारी, ऐ मेरे देश की नारी तू क्यों है इतनी बेचारी, तू तेरी शक्ति तेरी भक्ति तेरा हर एक रूप बड़ा है, तू है दुर्गा काली, तू है दुर्गा काली, सबने ये स्वीकार किया, तू खुद को पहचान न पाती, सारा जीवन यूं ही बिताती, सारा जीवन यूं ही बिताती, सबका सब कुछ सुनते सुनते तू बस खुद को जान छुड़ाती, क्यों तू खुद को मान न देती, क्यों तू खुद को मान न देती, क्यों तू खुद को जान न लेती, तेरी अपनी सोच अलग है, तेरी अपनी सोच अलग है, तेरा खुश रहना भी हक है, तेरी भी कुछ उम्मीदें हैं, तेरी भी कुछ उम्मीदें हैं, तुझको भी सपने आते हैं, तू बस सबकी सुनती रहती है, सबके आगे सुर को झुका के तू बस को दिल का दर्द छुपाती है, एक दिन ऐसा भी आएगा सबको सब कुछ मिल जाएगा, तेरी त्याग भावना पर सबका सिर भी झुक जाएगा, सबका सिर झुक जाएगा, पर दिल के कोने में बस तेरा सपना मर जाएगा, तेरा सपना मर जाएगा, यूं तू खुश कम ना होगी, यूं तू खुश कम ना होगी, पर उस दिन से डर लगता है जब सब खुद में खो जाएंगे, जब सब खुद में खो जाएंगे, अपनी बातें अपनी खुशियाँ, तेरी उस दिन जगह ना होगी, जब तू कुछ कहना चाहोगी, जब तुम कुछ कहना चाहोगी, पलट की एक आवाज आएगी, किसने ये सब कहा था करने को, उस दिन तू बच पछताएगी, ऐ मेरे देश के नारी तू क्यों है इतनी बेचारी, ऐ मेरे देश की नारी तू क्यों है इतनी बेचारी. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Satyam. That was wonderful. Now, I would like to call upon Ayush Pratap Singh to say a story on participation of and contribution of women before independence.
Namaskaram. My name is Ayush Pratap Singh, and I will be sharing the story of a princess who was not only famous for her long hairs or pretty shoes. She could have chosen a life trapped in a big castle, waiting for a prince to come and rescue her. But she chose to fight, not only for her own freedom, but also for the freedom of Ullal. Today, I'll be talking about the story of Rani Abaka Chota from Chota dynasty. She ruled over parts of coastal Karnataka, and she was also popular as Avya Rani because of her aggressive nature. Decisions and her actions were ultimately paving the way for freedom movement. Was one of the earliest freedom fighters who rebelled against the foreign invaders. He strived hard to drive Portuguese completely out of Mangalore, ultimately fulfilling the dreams of a free kingdom. She won the respect of her people.
When Rani Avaka was crowned the Queen of Ullal, she decided she would completely stop paying the Portuguese the tribute that all the local rulers paid them. In 1555, a Portuguese envoy was sent to Rani Avaka to remind her to pay up. Avaka firmly refused to bow to their demands. The furious Portuguese army planned to capture Ullal at once. The Portuguese had built a fort in Mangalore, which gave them military advantage against Ullal. However, inspired by their queen, the soldiers of Ullal fought bravely in the battle and ultimately captured the Mangalore fort from the Portuguese. The Portuguese ended up surrendering to the fearless soldiers and beating a hustling retreat. In those times, the Portuguese suppressed any attempts of the rulers to have direct trades with other foreign countries. Rani Havaka was determined to trade on her own terms for the benefit of her own people, not according to the rules set by the Portuguese. This spark of rebellion and colonialism coming from a queen not only stunned the Portuguese but also some of her own feeble ministers.
She lived life on her own terms.
Rani Abuka didn't have happy marriage. Her husband, the king of Bangadi, Veera Narasimha, had tried to convince her to not defy the Portuguese. He also wanted their daughter to get married to his nephew, a political alliance that would cement the relationship between Ulal and Bangadi further. Abuka was completely against the marriage and wanted her daughter to be married a worthy husband. When her husband tried to kidnap their daughter and force her into the alliance, Abuka rescued her and arranged her marriage to a noble prince. Enraged by her actions, her husband joined hands with the Portuguese to seek revenge for his humiliation. However, it did not matter to the principled queen. Rani Abuka believed in her decision and stood by them even though it meant going against her husband.
It did not discriminate on the basis of religion.
Though Rani Abuka followed the path of Jainism, her administration and army consisted of people from all sects and castes, including Hindus and Muslims. Interestingly, during her rule, even men belonging to Berry's community served as seamen in her naval forces. She forged alliances with the Zamorin of Kolkata to strengthen her rule. When the Portuguese managed to capture the city of Ulal in 1557, she did not think twice about taking refuge in a mosque. The very same night, she gathered around 200 of her soldiers and retailed against the Portuguese. In battle that ensued, Abuka Rani won her kingdom back.
I was not aware about her, to be honest. But when I was reading about her, I got goosebumps. I know I was not able to give justice to her story, but please forgive me, and I am really sorry if I did or said anything wrong. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ayush, for your wonderful story. You have beautifully portrayed their contribution in different fields. Now, moving on to the next segment, there is a picture made by Ayushi, which will be explained by Devanshu Saxena, which depict the women's participation. So, now I request the moderator to please present the screen.
Hello, good morning to all. In this picture, Ayushi has included some of the major women contributors of India. So the first one is Rani Lakshmi Bai. Rani Lakshmi Bai, also called Rani of Jhansi, was a pivotal figure in the Indian Revolt of 1857. She is also regarded as one of the greatest freedom fighters of India. Rani Lakshmi Bai was known for her outstanding bravery, who was an important name in the freedom struggle against the British. In the next picture, as you all can see, Sarojini Naidu is depicted. Sarojini Naidu was Indian political activist and poet, a prominent of civil rights, women's emancipation, and anti-imperialist ideas. She was an important figure in India's struggle for independence for colonial rule. Naidu's work as a poet earned her sobriquet the means title, the Nightingale of India. Next up, we can see Suchita Kriplani. Suchita Kriplani was an Indian freedom fighter and a politician. She was India's first woman chief minister, serving as head of Uttar Pradesh government from 1963 to 1967. She was one of the few women who were elected to Constituent Assembly of India. Next up, we can see Mahadevi Verma's photo. Mahadevi Verma was an Indian Hindi language poet, essayist, sketch story writer, and an eminent personality of Hindi literature. She is considered one of the four major pillars of Chayavadi era in Hindi literature. She has also been addressed as modern Meera. Poet Nirala had once called her Saraswati in the vast temple of Hindi literature. Next, we can see Aruna Asif Ali's photo. Aruna Asif Ali was an Indian Hindi language poet as well. And also, along with it, she was political activist, Indian educator, and a publisher. An active participant in Indian independence movement, she is widely remembered for hosting Indian national flag in Gwala Tank Maidan, Bombay. Next up, we can see Uda Devi's picture. Uda Devi was a warrior in Indian rebellion of 1857 who fought against the British East India Company. Uda Devi took part in battle in Sikandarbad in November 1857. The fascists of Pilibhit in particular came together on November 16th every year to commemorate the anniversary of Uda Devi's martyrdom. Next, we can see Begum Hazrat Mahal's photo. Begum Hazrat Mahal, also known as Begum of Awadh, was second wife of Nawab of Awadh, Wajid Ali Shah, and regent of Awadh in 1857 to 1858. She is known for leading role she had in the rebellion against British East India Company during the Indian Rebellion of 1857. She finally found asylum in Nepal on two Heller. She died in 1879 in Nepal. Her role in rebellion has given her a heroine status. Next up, we can see Tara Rani Srivastava's photo. She was an Indian freedom fighter and part of Mahatma Gandhi's Quit India movement. She and her husband, Pulandu Babu, lived in Saran district of Bihar. In 1942, she and her husband were leading a march in Sivan towards the police station when she was shot by police. She nonetheless continues the march, returning later to find that her husband was dead. She remained part of the struggle for freedom until the country's independence 5 years later.
It was really nice knowing their sacrifices and efforts. Thank you, Divyanshu, for explaining. In olden days, women were confined to kitchen and were not allowed to step out of the house. Unlike being in deep water, they had contributed a lot to our society. Some women played a prominent role in nation building and development. It was their determination and hard work that left a mark on everyone's heart. Here, in the next segment, we have a key roles played by women after independence and what are their contributions in different fields. For this, I request a moderator to play the video.
21 years of independence for India. And in the footsteps of her father, Pandit Nehru, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, the Prime Minister, was watched by thousands as she walked the same path that 21 years earlier he had followed with Lord Mountbatten to unfurl for the first time the Indian national flag. Along the ramparts of the historic Red Fort, she greeted diplomats from other countries and leading figures from Indian national life. Then came the proud moment as she prepared to unfurl the tricolour. India had come of age, but Mrs. Gandhi, addressing the nation later, reminded them of the many difficulties they faced. Despite the farmers' efforts to increase food output, there was still hunger. She deplored the strikes and student demonstrations and said there
Thanks for such an inspirational video. It's briefly explained the women's role in our life and society, and it says that women are very special and important to our society. Now, painting is an expression of idea and emotions with the creation of beauty and presenting their own view in an unique way to the world. Now, being said this, I would like to present a wonder piece which is made by Narmada.
This is really a good one. We all heard the term feminism, right? But the thing is that it is not about making women strong. Women are already strong. It's about changing the way the world perceives that strength. Now, I would like to request Deepika to continue.
Thank you, Kritika. A poem. A poem is a piece of writing in which feelings and ideas are put together. The words are chosen beautifully and are arranged carefully. The poem is a one of the way to express our emotions. By saying this, I would like to invite Ayush Kumar Mishra to express his emotions through this poem. Over
Thanks,
to you,
Deepika.
Ayush.
Thanks, Deepika. Today, on this auspicious occasion of Women's Day, I would like to present a poem which will depict the contribution of women in between 1947 to 2000. जब हुआ था देश आजाद वो सन 1947 था, स्त्रियों के योगदान से पूरा देश आभारी था। दशरथ की इस धरती पे सीता फिर से जन्मी थी, धरती माँ की छाती चीरे रानी लक्ष्मी लड़ती थी। देश हुआ आजाद तब सबने अपना योगदान दिया, माँ काली का नाम लेके महिलाओं ने इसका उत्थान किया। स्वर कोकिला बनकर सरोजनी ने जग को दिखलाया, प्रथम महिला राज्यपाल बनकर स्त्रियों का वर्चस्व बढ़ाया। विजय लक्ष्मी बनकर भारत को संयुक्त राष्ट्र में दर्शाया, प्रथम महिला आईपीएस बनकर किरण ने पहचान बनाया। निर्जा विमला ने सेना पदक पाकर इतिहास रचाया। बात आई जब नेतृत्व और शासन की, तब इंदिरा नाम सबने दोहराया। पोखरन में परमाणु परीक्षण कर उसने दुनिया को दिखलाया। हुंकार पोखरन में भरकर जब बड़ा धमाका करवाया, कांपा था चीन इरादों से, एक महिला से घबराया था। महादेवी अमृता आशा पूर्णा नाम अनेक, लेखन में देती अपनी योगदान विशेष। प्रेमा ने चिकित्सा में कुछ करके दिखलाया, पहली महिला सर्जन बनकर विज्ञान समझाया। मानव कंप्यूटर बनकर शकुंतला ने पूरा विश्व चेताया, महिलाओं के ज्ञान से यूरोप अमेरिका घबराया। लता आशा उषा साधना अलका हेमलता अनुराधा नाम है ये सात, सात सुरों की करती हैं ये अक्सर बात। नरगिस माधुरी जया हेमा रेखा सुषमा है ये कुछ विशेष नाम, अभिनय और रूप सौंदर्य में बनाई अपनी पहचान। गार्गी निर्मला रूपा लोपा शर्मिला ने किए थे कुछ काम, खेल जगत की थी ये आन बान और शान। नारी तू है दुर्गा तू ही काली, तू ही शारदा तू ही भवानी। माँ बेटी पत्नी बहन नारी रूप हजार, नारी से रिश्ते सजे नारी से परिवार। माँ बनकर वात्सल्य की सरिता बहाती, बहन बनकर प्यार की चेतना जगाती। बीवी बनकर मंद मंद मुस्काती, बेटी बनकर निश्चलता दिखाती। सजग सचेत सबल समर्थ आधुनिक युग की नारी है, मत मानो अबला उसको वो सक्षम है बलधारी है। आज बनी युग की निर्माता हर बाधा उससे हारी है, चार दीवारी का हर बंधन तोड़ के कायरों को ललकारी है। जय हिंद जय भारत।
Thank you so much, Ayush. That was wonderful. You perfectly assembled all the historic part in such a beautiful way. Modern women are no longer dependent. They are on par with men. They are unstoppable, whether that is medicine, engineering, media, defense, sports, so on, so far. They have been excelling. Women are always a source of inspiration for family and the society. A woman can achieve anything. Moderator, please present the video regarding the contribution of women in 21st century.
we have to sum up all the famous personalities in some videos. Not everyone are included, but most of them are. Women are in every sector nowadays and also achieving great heights. With this video, I again wish you all happy International Women's Day.
Such a encouraging video. It is briefly explaining how women are achieved their goals in such a tough situation. It is inspirational to all of us, and we can learn and apply many more things from this video to our life. We all know that painting puts our mind on a sheet. So here we have Janvi with a beautiful painting. Janvi, it's you. Up to you.
रंग बदल बदल के क्यों चहक रहे हैं दिन दोपहरिया मैं जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना क्यों फुदक फुदक के धड़कनों की चल रही की लहरियां मैं जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना रंग बदल बदल के क्यों चहक रहे हैं दिन दोपहरिया मैं जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना जानू ना क्यों फुदक फुदक की धड़कनों की चल रही ये लहरियां
for sharing your energy and the painting. It says many things in a single sheet. Women are really a gift to the society. Now, I would like to call Priyanshu Srivastava to speak up a few words about women. Over to you, Priyanshu.
Greetings to everyone present here. As we all know, we are here to celebrate the presence of women in society and to celebrate their achievements, to celebrate International Women's Day. International Women's Day is celebrated on 8th of March every year around the world, and it's the day dedicated to celebrating women's achievements in various social, political, and cultural fields. You must be wondering why Women's Day is celebrated on 8th of March. Well, there is a brief history around it that goes back around 109 years back. It was in 1909 when a political party of America celebrated 15,000 women who protested against various issues like low pay scale, equal opportunities, and lack of voting rights in New York City. Originally, it was called National Women's Day, and as the news spread, annual celebration was done across the world. But it was Russia who set the 8th March date. It was in 1975 that the Union Nation recognized International Women's Day, and from 1996, International Women's Day became a theme to celebrate women in society. Now, as we know, when and who established it, now naturally the next question that arises is what is the significance of Women's Day? The main aim of Women's Day is to celebrate the achievements of women in various fields and the roles they play, which could be that they are an artist, a teacher, an administrator, a politician, or a scientist. It is also important to raise awareness about women's rights and gender parity. We can all agree that no country has achieved gender equality, yet there are few places where the concept of gender equality does not even exist. Around the world, women are not given equal opportunities. Now, India is a country where women got importance as equal to the goddess. In fact, in many parts of the country, they are being addressed as Durga, Kali, Saraswati, which highlights their importance in the society. So, I would like to share some short glimpses of contributions of women in nation building. Since ancient time, India had witnessed some great women warriors, leaders, social reformer, etc. We can bring in front the example of Razia Sultan, how she was well skilled than her brothers for being a sultan. Warriors like Rani Lakshmibai, who fought battle to save her province at the age of 22 only. Now, talk about social reformers, there is a huge list, which include Mother Teresa, Annie Besant, Sarojini Naidu, Savitri Bai Phule, the first social reformer, and many more. After the independence also, the contribution of women in nation building was appreciable. India was blessed with some great leaders like Indira Gandhi, who served the nation in a very versatile and efficient way. In Bollywood industries also, there were some prominent personalities like Hema Malini, Lata Mangeshkar, who were awarded with country's most prestigious awards. So talking about modern scenario, I think there is no field in which women are behind men. In fact, in some areas, women are far better than men. From sports to politics, defense to research, film industry to administrator, their contribution plays a vital role. We are very much familiar about achievements of Mary Kom, Saina Nehwal, Sania Mirza, Geeta Fogart, that they how represent our country on international level. Earlier, it was a common belief that women do not go to defense sector, but now more than 10,000 women are appointed as officers in the Indian Armed Forces and given an opportunity to serve and protect the nation. Punita Arora, who was commissioned in 1968, reached to the position of Lieutenant General, the second highest rank in the Indian Army. Recently, Border Research Organization first time appoints women officer Major Aina Rana as in charge of road construction unit in Uttarakhand. Government of India also encourage women empowerment through various schemes and orders like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, Mahila Hi Haath, and many more. Very recently, Supreme Court gave order to UPSC to reserve seats for women in NDA. So it is important to have a day that reaches out and helps in solving all the discriminations that are happening against women. As we know how important women are, they play various roles which could be a caring mother, a daughter, and so on. On this day, it's important to show the women in your life how much you care about them and how much you love them. Now, I would like to conclude my speech by saying that International Women's Day is dedicated to celebrating the women across the world come together crossing all the border from various cultural and ethnic groups and share equal importance and respect. The day formed by women helps in bringing attention towards the forgotten women's rights and gender parity in a few places around the world. It should be considered a day where everyone acknowledges the value and importance of women in our lives and all the around the world. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you so much, Priyanshu, for such an inspirational speech. You have beautifully explained how they developed step by step. Now, singing is the best way to express our feelings, our emotions in a beautiful manner. Music can make humans feel better and more relaxed. So, now I would like to call upon Anjali Khamidkar to present her emotion towards women by her song.
Thank you, Deepika. सोचा कहाँ जाए जो ये तो हो गया, माना कहाँ जाए लो ये कुछ कर देंगे हम मगर ख्वाब में जो दिखा था छिपा बस आएगा वो नगर बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है ये आसमान का स्वाद है मुद्दतों के बाद है सहमा दिल धक धक करे ये दिन ये रात है हाय तू मेहरबान क्यों हो गया बाखुदा क्या बात है बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है ये थैंक यू
This was too good, Anjali. Thank you so much for adding a sweet note to this event. Being a woman means being able to be powerful and assertive. Being a woman and competing the world isn't so easy because she has to play many roles in daily life. She is supposed to handle both the family and her career. So let's break the bias and put equal efforts in managing the family and the world. Let's work together to eliminate stereotypes and discrimination and put our efforts to make the world a gender equal world. Now, I would like to request Nitin sir to give a few words on this auspicious day.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Right. So, good morning, everyone. A very happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. I'm sure everyone knows one or the other woman in their life. They could be associated with their life through family, through friends, as a life partner in the future days to come for all the young minds out there. I would just like to convey the message that has been given to me by Mrs. Vandana Kohli, who was supposed to be our guest today, but because of some unavoidable circumstances, she couldn't make her participation success to this event. She has asked me to congratulate the entire team and wish everyone a happy International Women's Day. So on her behalf, please accept the greetings. There was a good, very energetic performance by Anjali, and I think everyone is high on that energy, and I don't want to stretch too much and talk more. But I would just like to give a small example of how women can really make great changes in the society. And I'm sure they are breaking the barriers and breaking the ceilings and reaching greater heights in their personal career, in their personal life, and even in their career as well. I have come across someone who is really very special in terms of women achievements when it comes to India. So, like you're all aware that I'm very interactive of type. So, can I ask some question even here without boring you like in my classes?
Yes, sir.
How many
Sure, sir. You can.
How many of you are aware of the first female fighter pilots of our country? Well, I wouldn't give you much time to Google. Well, there are three women. One by the name Bhavana Kant. Then we have Mohana Singh and Avani Chaturvedi. Okay, these three wonderful ladies have been the team of the first female fighter pilots, and one of them, who is Bhavana Kant, happens to be my junior in my college in Bangalore, in BMS College. And I mean, I'm very glad that I have come across her personally. I know her personally, and she could break all the barriers. The point I'm trying to make over here is that she comes from a engineering background, and yet she wanted to pursue her passion that has taken her to that level of achievement. So no dream is a small no dream is too big for a woman to achieve. If they have the passion for themselves, and if they really want to make a difference, that they have a dream for themselves, and want to conquer the world, I think sky is the limit for them, just like any one of us. So like you people have mentioned in one of your speeches, like Priyanshu, if I'm not wrong. So yes, we have to come out of all the sort of barriers that the society has in place for us. Like you people have been portraying it from morning, times have definitely changed. Women has been really placed in much a better position in today's world. A lot of social reform movements have taken place such that women gets the right credit to her sacrifices and all that sort. So really, this would be one such occasion where we actually have to remember their contributions, and we have to not only remember, we have to remember and cherish them for the rest of the days in the year as well, not just do it in a tokenism of sort. So we should respect our teachers, we should respect our sisters, sisters, our friends, our partners, our mothers, right? So likewise, that would be a real meaning to celebrating International Women's Day every day, isn't it? Right. So, with these few words, I would like to thank you people for giving me an opportunity to speak. And I would actually want to congratulate all of them who have been actively taking part, and showcase your creativeness from since morning. So, congratulations to you, and thank you for allowing me to say my to give my few words to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for your kind words and congratulating us. Now, I request everyone to please turn on the camera for a photo session. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much, everyone, joining this meeting. And now I would like to request to take the chair, Ayush, to take charge.
Thank you, Deepika. यत्र नार्यस्तु पूज्यन्ते रमन्ते तत्र देवता यत्र वस्तु न पूज्यन्ते सर्वत्र फलाह्. When women are honored, divinity blossoms there, and when they are dishonored, all actions remain unfulfilled. With these words, I would like to thank Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, and Dean of School of Engineering for giving such a beautiful platform and podium to express our gratitude and respect to a half of the population of world, that is female. A special thank to Nitin Sir for beautifully coordinating and guiding us throughout this event. A special thanks to all the respected teachers who had joined us and given their precious time. I will fail in my duty if I do not thank my fellow classmates and schoolmates who had made this event possible. I would like to thank Ayush Singh and Priyanshu for beautifully coordinating this event. A special thank to Krutika and Deepika for hosting this event and making this more memorable and remarkable. I would like to thank Divyanshu, Akash, Harshika, and Sandeep for providing such a beautiful digital content. Art is life. By this, I would like to thank Chanvi, Ayushi, Narmada, and Anjali for beautifully portraying your views to us women through different form of art. A special thanks to Satyam for his poem. Thanks Shreya, Srijukta, Kashish, and Fiza for your backend support. I would also like to thank each and every one of you for organizing this event and joining us and making this event positive and attractive. Thank you everyone for joining us and stay blessed.
Thank you, Ayush, and thank you everyone and joining this event and making this one memorable one.
Yeah, and I would like to add a point like for the people who are watching us live on YouTube. So please subscribe the channel because we'll be posting the things regularly. So thank you, and thank you all for and thank
Thank
you
you.
Registrar sir also for giving us opportunity and permission, and Dean sir to give us opportunity and permission to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.